still they do in face-to-face with democracy projects. I mean, this project now like a project wherein staff of the National Commission for Democracy across the country, now all the regional offices, they go to schools, ghettos, attire bases, and inside them they get young people they talk to them about the things where they're supposed to know about governance and how themselves will contribute actively for make sure say the governance process become rich and it become really very effective. Well, we go start with discussions now proper. First of all, turn to the governance guru, as they can say, chair. The topic of discussion today, now, we look at how for extricate this dependency now in country for national development.
Yes.
But maybe the terms them look big.
Oh yeah, but I will try for
dependency, you
yes.
know. So first of all, let me start first of all for make people really understand. But before we come to that, I think I just want to leave something also really very important. I don't say we don't prepare on our picks. I'm not give us for like let's go. But before we come to that, anyway, although I don't like picks, but like give you a pick first for this week.
Well, my pick for this week, now the launching of the 70 fishing boat by His Excellency the President.
Okay.
My interest here is the impact where it will make. What you get for do for the youth, the unemployed youth, particularly so where the youth then constitute more than half the population, and then very, very crucial to the socio-economic and political development of the country. So for launch, you know, as a start, 70 fishing boats where go create employment, it will go a long way for a cushion that unemployment sort of syndrome we don't take in the country. And also, if sort of make known to the people for say, na loan, na money where they trust them. It don't come out another sort of area where they give you something because the common government and you feel say you don't pay back. I remember those days seedlings where they rest them for people and keep up for plant the new season. Then they eat all, they never pay. I also remember them microcredits when they come. Then they give some people them, then they lost and they lost and then they pay. But me want to tell people and say, you know, socio-economic development now a two-way street. It there on the side of government, it there on the side of people. While the people for complement government in the effort, so much so government itself on the say it deliver to the people. But not to one great person will go for Duam. Say government no more. So people for promote and that way of thinking there. What man call psyche. We don't turn like sin and sick and people them. When you get from government, as you say above we wait for nothing. They not pay back. Well, if you don't pay back, how that other person will get, you know, opportunity for they launch another sort of boats them for let people and get employment. So do you mean that's the appeal to now? This is the important thing for socio-economic development, and one of the way where they come out from dependency. Now one of the way we will make ourselves independent as a country, for let people and depend on themselves, or for land for depend on themselves, that's alone. Not land for depend on other people them, other thing them. So if we be say, if we try this term, let their loan day we pay them back when it's them rich, then that 10 day they go plow them back, they go put them back to another sort of group of youth them. We go get both them, we will get not only fish, but to get people who get employment. A old man go sort of gladly at the end of the day he will get a food on the table. So it's very, very important. Now for that particular sort of issue, that item in this thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Chair. One thing really very interesting to me in that peak, now the area where they provide the boats and then send the people them for
pay half.
Yes. So it's like if they manage this well and the people themselves honest enough them pay, you give for like add something there and make both
exactly.
So you able for like improve on that.
Yes.
Say that one is really good. We hope say the one if we get the boats go manage them well and go like really try for understand the purpose of which they game. Thank you very much. Make a just welcome the other panelists. We just come to the studio with an activist, Charlie Israel Williams, a barrister and solicitor. Charlie, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so as we try for settle down, make I just go to Reverend first. The Reverend is a big for this week.
Thank you so much, moderator. Me focus for this week. Now that Wednesday inside this week, different stakeholders will gather at the new Brookfield Hotel for carry out a serious national assignment which relates to the validation of the next strategic plan. And somebody go to ask, how relevant is that? Now the fact is, when we talk about entrance legitimacy and the governance process, election making. And so we've been gathered there, Ncd inclusive, for make we go validate the strategic plan for 2020 to 2024.
You mean next the strategic plan?
Yes,
okay.
the National Electoral Commission, the strategic plan where they cover this new election cycle.
Okay.
And I want to use this opportunity also to remind Fambul and say, inside December where they come, so the 12th, next we don't announce a date for rerun election in our constituency 110. We all know the background, waiting it all happen. That in 2018, they do the election and they cancel them. Recently back, before this one, so last year, I would say they do the election and cancel them.
Okay.
And we don't get a lot of contention around that particular constituency day. Now a new commissioner don't come, say for make we do one again. Of course, people then get their own view. Some man they say no, we'll not for do it again, for just call it what we already did. But next they say we for do it again. So me, from the Ncd perspective, even as the election may focus in terms of maybe, I would appeal to every Sierra Leonean we get something for do with the constituency 110 rerun election. For say violence not solve the problem, and we for make conscious effort for ensure say we run clean election so that the people of that community they then say will get the member of parliament or represent them. Now 3 years almost they go so, they not get somebody to represent them, and it is a dangerous situation when it comes to the importance of representation. Actually, with the Twitter like say not to anything, but where you not get voice, whose side that they discuss issues them concerning the station, you are exposed to so many risks, and that is what is happening with constituency 110, where it means we all for sit up and say this time make we get it right, make we not get the situation where we lead down a negative path. We for members say anytime we fet happen around election, the image of Sierra Leone out here to the one who for come for big development partners, it become a serious question mark. So we can take we hand for poor country, then now we cry back say better no they can. So make we take note and try to do the right thing this time.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that the survey I just emphasize that the area we they call on the people and on the constituency for be law abiding, avoid violence, because for me, if you get 2-3 people and contest for something in democracy, definitely now one person gets for win.
Sure.
So we just forget that kind of spirit for ready for accept for win and see how we go forge ahead with development. Even as we also they ask NEC and one day we responsible for make sure say they put measures in place for make sure so we get a transparent, free and fair elections. Thank you very much, Reverend. Now Barrister, yes, you pick sir for this week.
Thank you, sir. I think say me pick for this week. I want to use today for be the last day where I comment on this issue.
The big may not be the last.
Well, this particular one, today will be the last. Remember, I be also talk on the ACC matter. We get further with the investigation for arrest for free education, and I'm done with that.
Okay.
So this one, this could be the last day at the top bottom. Where when the conclusion is now, he say, now this country we can take we hand for create we own problem, for affect we own development, for fair to itself. And also I listen to Chairman in Peak. Chairman they talk about government initiative for help poor people who need help. Then you demand them, you know, with boats and other things. I realize this issue na Lincoln Queen University is still not be addressed yet. And I want to ask this country one question today, especially with stakeholders. If government be don't give people a scholarship, and that money they way government be giving people here, we understand and say na boku money. And then this person don't get this boku money for 2-3 years, and now we left 1 year or 2 years for a graduate from the course. Then you now say this scholarship, you know, they continue with this person. So my question is this: if 2 years or 3 years from state resources, this not to party money, not to APC money, not to SLPP, not to NGC, not to PMDC money, this na Salon government, the people of Zion, the state in resource. Just like now we they give money to young boy, them say una build boats and una manage them. Now loan you get for payback. Like how they take money, they give to Makituma and they 1,200,000, 1,300,000, say for better than life. This not to party money, now state money. So if the state give scholarship to young people, say una go land, and then you feel say you're not being correct, you're wrong, and this person don't spend 2 years, 3 years, they land, he left 1 year or 2 years for let it done, then you stop them, not to waste. A waste. So we they say we they waste 2 years scholarship money, 3 years scholarship money, where we don't give to students and at this country for good study. We cut and short say, okay, always we don't spend for study, stop the study now. The other question I have for ask, quite apart from the money, the financial aspect, not talk about this issue of developing the young people in this country. Somebody don't spend 2 years, 3 years at a university. He left 1 year for lay done. Then you say I not continue with you, and that person not get money for pay for himself. So what do you really do to her? You want to like count those years as wasted? You know, this are something where really they touch me, because politics don't make, we don't confuse in this country. We they fet we self and we destroy we self. They take we earn, they destroy we self. Somebody don't spend 3 years for let it done in university or in study where they plan. You say no, the deal was bad. This agreement not been good. So therefore, not continue. So that man in 3 years, in 2 years, it just go like that. We're not to a fault. He was not there when the agreement was made. He did not in any way participate for levy. And now we're there on the side for so far. The last year I want for drop. Now that in this era in we country we say the priority is education. So I wonder why would they get problem with this sector with regards to this kind of situation. Almost it will cost this country for supporting young people, and almost it will cost. So, and as I say, I discuss this issue this way and talk about it this way, because I'm not going to talk about it again. But let's remember, saying that young people and destiny will they destroy so, because we believe one thing or the other. This money is the state resources, not a party getter, not a person, and the state in money. So let we support, we poor Sierra Leoneans, let them better. What if somebody come tomorrow, I think say, you know, forgive money for billboards for people, and say the money boku or he bias? That's my take, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Barrister, for that take. I believe say the authorities will concern the listen and then go see how best they go for address that issue, because like you say, education are priority in this country. If somebody they learn, there is way for help. I think say we need to take them very seriously. But I believe say the one that will be in charge will listen and they could take appropriate measures for ensure so they address that matter they ambulance. Thank you very much. Make I just remind family who they listen or watch the program. Say the program where they watch now Ncd Hour, where they come to courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy. Today they talk about extricating the country from dependency for national development. And with me in the studio, I get the chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Abubakar Hassan Kagbo, Charlie Israel Williams, an activist, and also the PR and Communications Director, Wina Reverend Jibrila Kagbo. Maybe they bring the program to Una, Mena Ibrahim Sirajuba. Chair, I've been already done start for, lay the foundation of the first question we I want to make you, attempt or for making you for analyze. The words that will be used are also big for extricate and dependency. When we talk about extricating the country from dependency, what exactly that mean? For
you see, we try for talk how we for pull salon, how we for make we country come out from let it depend all time per handouts, or let it depend all time per something where himself try for let it do for himself. Extricate for pull, for let it come out from, for let you link yourself, for let you pull yourself from a particular situation. The reason why this topic is important, me people learn, because when we talk of governance, we don't just talk of the ordinary politics where people do talk. We they talk how food for can at table every day. We say governance a hinge or poor governance link by economic development. Any side where the economy is not developed, governance to the better day. So if we want the governance better than alone, we for try for let we strengthen the economy. Let we make sure say the economy is strong. We will help for let people get job. We will help people forget food at the table. We will get people for them get good health care, good education, sleep well, get good places them, get good roads. Not governance. We almost call and say now the politics for Bele, for the full Bele. Because we say democracy don't go team up where the Bele empty. If democracy for team up, the belly for full up. Yes, you will get Vico for talk. So we they can discuss today how salon for low pull up, for low we sort of reduce, because if I talk to now, them always people go no say we not get no outer key. That we not get no country, we not get dependent relationship with other people. We must get interdependency. But we not say we now this world, part of the world, we depend on all the people there, because we not poor as such. We get raw materials, we get resources them, but we're not able to make use of them. Let's turn economically viable. Let's turn something where it will become an economical and use value. So therefore, we get for say I don't know, elect the price no good, we sell them. We bauxite, we diamond, we coffee, we cocoa, we bauxite, we chromite, all lentil, we sell them cheap to them because now then they buy them, now then they make use of them. So if I not for say that money they will get, you know do. So when you talk of governance here, the government of the day go get problem. Why go get problem? The people then they look and go to government for let government deliver. Let government give them that food on the table. Government go one do am, but truck one box hand short. Because wetin dey comot outside, wey not a government dey create them, but na the external sort of environment. The other country wey powerful, wey get money, wey the economy strong, wey power, you get for build them. If you not build them, you go suffer na your country. So we say we want for pull Salon from that dependency day. We really pull and to we sort of try for make for get an interdependency we based on equity. We get good relationship, but we say inside or for try for make we own relationship for us thinking we say. For example, a good suggestion are the regional economic groupings. Like Mano River Union. Tell me why we not go strengthen Mano River Union for long trade between among ourselves. We will go do something. We go help for long put food on the table. We will help for long create jobs. We will help for long improve with medical sort of a sector. Like where Ebola income. If the Mano River Union sets them, be known strengthen the medical facility through cooperation. So God, you know, for it we so hard. So cooperation again come inside for pull yourself and dependency. So we that the this sub-region we for come together for we make sure to say that dependency they will get since colonialism. Wait man come, it means to grow with food. Wait man come, it means to get with raw material. But when they come for Kambam, the price when they pay to we till we get independence, we will not see better improvement. Now they fed for them put more price, but we find them very difficult. So what if we do? We say for come together, that the sub-region, for now make sure say we try for there we help for put food on the table, so that the governance process, as I've been saying, governance no will succeed without strong economy. Governance no go succeed if food not in the table. Governance no go succeed if the belly empty. In fact, one French political sort of writer talk about the politics of the belly. He say all type of politics, na belly politics, because now the essence of the state. Why you feel to say we come together, we form a state? Now follow live in a way what will better we save. What will get captain of the chairman all time. What will get what sick will get to the hospital where they go. We get good education. We get good roads. You find out for say all them things in the now in the state. Therefore, do and would take responsibility. Government, that's not part of the social contract. But you can't never say most of the government they now not able, not to because they don't want to do harm, but because the factors them where they militate against them, where they sort of prevent them, they make law, they put better food on the table. Who say man for eat 2 for day, now one to no more they eat. Who say man for eat 2 cups, they eat 1 cup. Yes. You find out for say things are very difficult, not because of the internal dynamics so much. Yes, I agree. Say corruption there, and then if we try for reduce them, let impact the economy. But it's necessary for we pull ourselves from dependency. Let's Solomon turn to agriculture. Not begin do something in agriculture. Let's Solomon turn to tourism. Not begin do something in tourism. Let's Solomon turn sort of at least agro-based industry them. Let's Solomon turn through cooperation. We incorporate between among ourselves for that we sort of make some business them. Look at the read Ghana. Today, Ghana don't begin roll out vehicles. Even if now make the can make a day, but it create jobs for Ghana. We find out for say we serve for make sure say we play with politics for let more food can at table. So the necessity for let we come out from that dependency we call the necessary. I know they argue now say we can stand alone without get relationship with other people. No, we say in politics there is no outer king. No country that we can stand alone by itself. You get for lean. But we find out for say we more dependent past other people then. So we as a nation, if we want to let the governance process work well, because that's the topic now. The topic is how we go make this governance process. One like a machine where the oil go up and different parts of the machine are altered. Now for there we strengthen the economy. We say the economy is the basis for the superstructure, and in the final analysis, now in that the determinant factor in any given relationship, I'll put a simple one: the politics of the belly. An empty bag cannot stand, and an empty bag also, you could bring it to democracy, that an empty stomach, democracy cannot live without empty stomach. So democracy wants for the benefit, democracy wants for you happy, so that you go able proffer you thing. And also the resources that they use them properly, you first they reduce violence, you reduce a lot of things, because outside job creation, they believe me, a lot of people will not be interested in politics.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get them, but we'll start off nothing way vast. So allow others them for contribute.
Okay. Chair, thank you very much for that analysis. You try for like tell we say the economy now like the centerpiece, like a linchpin in the governance process, because without the economy, you get problem now. All the other sectors, because you need the economy for like grease the other areas so that they're able for this something. But the question we're going for ask Barrister Ian Reverend, and that let me look at you. You say we don't get into this since independence. We depend on donors, and we budget most times a huge chunk of the cap from foreign donors, from foreign aid. Now we use for service most of the things we do, and for like, I mean, extricate yourself as the term we use, for come out from this dependency, a visible Barrister, you are Reverend.
Okay, the first thing I want for let we understand, I really want to emphasize now that the syndrome itself, the dependency syndrome, a system. It's a world system which has been organized.
Okay.
It has been organized. It's a trade. It's a cartel.
Western cartel.
Yes. And so, for me, the fact say Africa and African leaders and politicians nor even get the foresight sometimes for Siam that way. For example, now this we country, they see people they celebrate loan. I'm telling you. And so sometimes I wonder, you know, that is slavery in disguise. I listened to BBC yesterday, Tanzania, China and Tanzania right now, the loan situation don't go so far that the country can be seized.
You don't feel in fact that the issue that way China gets with America is better than
well, that is it. The issue with the Chinese, they would give you anyway, they give you. Take. They don't know what you do, whose kind system of government you get and anything. Go on.
Then they virtually end up own that portion of the land.
Yes, but it's the same if you twist them also with the others. The IMF, the World Bank, the this, the that, not the same, not just a twist. Then now don't begin get system where like then go guide you small, say well, what you do with how you perform yonder, so that we go able for decide this or that. But the truth is, this issue of dependency na a system. And guess what? Nowadays, democracy in Africa, everybody want to do something where the people then go look and say, this government don't do this, it don't do that. So as a result of that thing, that people see what you don't do, if not to the lost power, now that they make, will they give away projects for project. Well, no abandon this, no take this. Because this one, at least it will make we get some good name to the people, quick returns, and it will help we. Now, as politicians do that, then they destroy the country, in fact, then they make the dependency become very stronger, it go in potential for destroy Africa. So this is a serious business we talk about. So because a dependent person cannot make choice, a not get option, and it's closed in. So when they say if it's possible for let we save, if it is possible, yes, it is possible. Now that make like some of we would they look at the Anti-Corruption Commission. We want the Anti-Corruption Commission for be very robust, independent, where it's not controlled, then get the power for do their own thing. Because corruption in Africa, we all know, is serious. So that Salonia and I make some of we get passion for corruption, for fair time. We not want to let politics be attractive. When you come into politics, not for can better. Now for can serve, people in the die, people in the suffer. Now for can serve. If you feel in politics, you want can better your life, your family, then that's the problem in Africa. And in Europe, people they resign.
And Barrister,
yes,
that's the irony.
Yes.
Country like Salon, yes, the most lucrative side now when you
it's politics. And so the aspect of your question whether we're able to get to ourselves, yes, if we're able to do these sort of things. In Europe, in other places, presidents are resigning, prime ministers are resigning. Yeah, so people want 5 terms. People want dying of power. How can we be liberated? How can we be independent? And you have citizens who celebrate politicians. PLO Lumumba say in Africa, the people with ideas, the people who know waiting for do, they are not given power. Now brother they give, family, now all come under, now we born under. Now they pass. So the question, I'm going to throw it back to Sally.
In fact, what he just say make in fact this politics of tribe or region thrive now in country.
Yes.
Because you just believe say that your brother will give power.
Yes.
Or that your tribe's man will give power.
Yes. So as we continue for do it till they do so, we they play politics with ourselves. With dependency, they grow bigger. They grow bigger. And that slavery we been there today, we with man in the camp in Africa, then give we people them pipe, then give them tobacco and things, and get that we and can we go for work na plantations. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's come to Reverend. Reverend, I just cite something quickly. I read a book where they tell me say even before we get contact with the Europeans, we been get empires in Africa. And we been get rich people them will be independent. But not that we don't get all the education with all the technologies now for make we even extricate ourselves from that don't become a problem.
So if I for make people understand this because what we did with now what we call aid dependency. Or make we able for now connect with in this dependency theory so that we understand what they happen. Now that situation, the one they don't learn this book, Chamaso will tell you, say, we get a situation where you get peripheral states, the one they will pull, like Salon, but then get resources, raw materials. Then you get what you call core states, the one they don't develop. Then they don't fix the system such that you get the resources from state like we they flow into. Then cost it, then they where they make sure say then they become richer, then they become poorer. Like how much I call I say it's a system. Now they call dependency theory. And so because then they give you the impression like say what you get, no value, not valuable, give them, we can transform it into finished product and come back to you for make it sell at some evaluating price. That is what is happening. So they create a situation wherein we are not in a position for make we transform raw materials into finished products so that they better, that they couple day. And it is a deliberate arrangement. The World Bank, the IMF, call them Bretton Woods institution. Now China in succeed for making begin establishing. In fact, we talk about Exim Bank now. That is what the Western world has done. For make sure say these institutions they come to us, they give us the impression they like with business, then they want for make better. But no, what's they can for do now for take resources, go with them, better them, we dey continue for be poor. That is the dependency we are talking about. So what's the bring come to we as the carrots for help we for make we feel say we safe with them for continue for do business as usual with them, then they carry this aid we now don't depend on now. We look at a nation like Sierra Leone from 61 to date, we're becoming very soon to become 60 years. We still so depend on them. A nation that used to be a huge exporter of rice is now a net importer of rice. We spend so much billions of leones for ensure say we bring rice to our country where we use for producer. So they came and told us no, in order to competitive advantage for making a producer now, so we not just gather the money and we go produce them for now. So that we continue to depend on them. So you know it's a painful reality. See what we use for do for ourselves. They succeeded in convincing us, and so it goes back to leadership. Who are the people that have governed us all these years where we still so dependent? Now I take the example of Burkina Faso and some aspect of the history of Ghana, taking Kwame Nkrumah. These guys, when they came to power, they realized something, that if we take ourselves away from dependency, for instance, Kwame Nkrumah, you see the Volta Dam, where they built Ghana, it was meant to ensure that Ghana is industrialized. Because if you get sufficient power, you'll be able to forget industries where they can stay in your country. But that is one problem with our country, Sierra Leone. Up till now, we don't deal with those things that will attract such kind of investment. Because not to the small power business who get away, we get light for 5 hours, you get blackout for the rest.
It's not ours.
And of course, not to be young. Car power ship parking now, any small ship they can pull and come out. You need sustainable electricity for making power industrialization. It is those nations that are industrialized. Those are the nations that have extricated themselves from dependency, poverty and backwardness. But for as long as we are not industrialized, Mziraju, it's a waste of time. We'll continue to talk and talk. But for take the nation forward, it comes with the leadership. The leadership for be determined. Not Kwame Nkrumah, Antonio Sankara, not other planning and come out. They are most of them like we say self. But you know, now say something. Because of the vision of them people they get, the very West, for still keep we dependent on them, got rid of them. And how did they do it? They did it with the complicity of Ghanaians and people from Burkina Faso. And when you see all this after them way, that first wave of coups in Africa, it was meant to get rid of those guys who thought they were wise enough to extricate themselves from the dependency, because the West wants Africa to remain dependent. So Chairman earlier on talk about economic groups who came for utilize. They are not going to allow those things to succeed because they know already the answer there. What did Antonio Sankara do? He look at a country, he say this will get. What's in other neighboring country get open exchange for make sure say we not depend too much on dollar for we importation. So the guy was wise enough. In no time that guy don't transform that in country. But what did they do? They use a young brother, say get rid of him. And now they are supporting people who keep the people in poverty and backwardness. And that is what the West will continue to do. I am a Democrat. I'm not supporting the likes of Gaddafi. But you see what the West did to Gaddafi because of your approach to development. In no very well thing for do, it powered Libya, a desert place. It powered Libya, made Libya a green place. Desert, it transformed them through industrialization. And the West no say this kind of person, the kind of idea we get. If we allow one for make Pan-Africanism work, the West no go grip way again. And so they got rid of him. And that is, take your time for look at what's happening across Africa. Anybody will get that ability for extricate Africa from dependency, all left alone first. Anybody who get the ability to extricate Africa and go be then they get rid of them. And so the leaders of today for be wise. Let us strengthen these regional groupings where together, because if my weakness they become the strength of the other person, my neighbor. So if we cooperate, the other person does not come in to deal with us. But because we are in silos, That is why it's difficult for African countries to extricate themselves from dependency. So we need to think strongly about these regional groupings and Pan-African approach to settling the problems of countries in Africa. Because the West, let's face it, we are in some competition. And the West knows it, now we get the resources. God don't fix it that way. So, ensure say their resources not work for them. So they will sell and give it cheaply. But if you get a situation where we now come together and resources be good for we, it will be to their own disadvantage. So they continue to fight against that. But we need to come together. It's about bonding very well. There is a story one powerful to begin them. It take a boom, full one. It give each one of them. Say try for broker. They could not. It pass around. Now it take one of the stick them. It give each one. In no time, non breaker. And the pattern say, the only way I'm not able to succeed, now we are there together. If I choose for the one, the enemy can come in and get rid of you. And that is what is happening with countries in Africa, including Sierra Leone. Now remember, when Kwame Nkrumah gets independence for Ghana, you know what he said? He said, the independence of Ghana not going to amount to anything if all the African states are not independent. And what the West has done to us is to just give us political independence. But for us to get economic independence, we get for demand down. We get for make conscious efforts. Somebody will say, let's say, when speaking in revolutionary terms, yes, if Africa is to make progress, we need to get a change of mindset. We all come together and support each other's weakness, because that is what the West is looking at. And we say, look all the day. And if we allow them people also for coalesce and come together, we cannot get them to do what we are getting them to do now. But look at today. How can you tell me America that is so subsidizing their nation, farmers, but you can't enter Africa and say, don't subsidize this, don't subsidize that. What are you saying? Create an atmosphere which continues chaos go day. But in the West, you cannot tell the government not to subsidize farmers. But here, they will tell us, as part of structural and strategic, their own structural adjustment plan, they will tell you, say, no, do so. No make so. Not subsidize fuel. Not make so. And we are actually a poor nation. Because what they've done is deliberate to ensure the resources that we have, we do not transform them into finished product for them to better us.
Okay.
So we get a lot of work for them.
Thank you very much. In fact, one thing you say, I really want for like repeat again, like what you say, we need to make conscious efforts. And before we do them deliberately. Chair, I'm also a very strong proponent of this thing, as we say, yes, we need for like extricate ourselves from that. What's not the way forward?
Well, you see, it's not easy. Easy because what we call globalization, they we favor in terms of the developing countries. And like we aptly don't put the developing country not seem for one unite and come out with one voice. I can remember in the 70s when the developing countries in quest for the new international economic order, they give them their face. Yes, the quest for a new international economic order, they give them their face. But like we'll talk about regional economic groupings, we can try through that trendy. But when you look at ECOWAS, I think from 1975 or so something, yeah. You go ask yourself, what in the ECOWAS don't do tangibly in terms of economic, development, where the impact other West African countries. Because they talk, there is a lot of politics, international politics playing. You will see the edifice as if it is a Pan-African sort of thinking, a Pan-African outfit, but what actually they do, they serve other interests. So this is why we need for them to sort of come together. That unity there is important because the globalization sort of trend is very, very strong. And it does not only go with economy, it goes with power. Yes, it goes with power. So of the conflicts that already happen, now the world, particularly in the third world countries, when you study them in depth, you can not say it gets some sort of political political, economic sort of causes. You understand? And we as a third world country will be cognizant for no say we get other people the way want for minimize we. Yes, we forget that consciousness day. You will get your education, but for they get that consciousness, like how in Kwame Nkrumah been get them, it's not easy. Anybody necessary. If we want to come out from the yoke of dependency, we want to minimize dependency. Because my argument here, not for say we possibly forget 100% independence, no. Like interdependency we go get, but we never be too much dependent now. Where everything pass we ask for them. It go impact the governance.
Okay.
And it don't bring come down governments and plenty governments and all. Because the name will deliver. And not only fault, the external influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Barrister,
Yes.
make I come back to you because we not get better time. So how do we get out of this?
Yes, well,
What's not the solution?
one major thing, I think Sir Reverend hit that point very enough, leadership.
Okay.
So me advise that we for develop the mindset of the young generation. You know, it go be bad, it go be too sad if the young people in this country then grow up again into adulthood and in fact then do the worst mistake where we grandpa them we don't they do. So that aspect there for liberate the mind, for make we young people begin for think say, you know, if this country for better, now so it for be. We were the vote for politicians for kind of power, for be the same people we first for call them to order before even other people and call them to order. Because we also see in this weak country, say some people feel say because they don't vote for this party or this person, now they a responsibility for protect another power day. They not they look at the other way say, I vote for you because I believe you, I trust you, I been feel say you go do better. And I go to watch you even though I don't vote for you for see if you go live up to the expectation. As you begin for the fault, as you begin for the default and do something otherwise, now me force for able to get that courage there for to say no you wrong. In Africa we see people they celebrate how do they call them, dictators and tyrants. They come on the street in their numbers celebrating them. Something is wrong with the mindset. If we mindset not change, well we do force.
I'll take the cue from that.
For just round up, because not get 10
me the call and deliberate conscientization. Usai, they get a mindset way for make we understand say it is not everything that the Western that is correct. And therefore, we need for look at we own, call it cultural philosophy for address African problems and not say in particular the Sierra Leonean situation. We leaders them. In everything they do, that like they kind of create a picture like say everything Western is correct and that is what we should go for. What in the really stop we for make we look at how we even invest in terms of whose kind of we even get to we ministers them. How much that is costing and how much you can for save from that for actual development of the country. We need to begin think about that. We need revolutionary thinkers, leaders where the mindsets they kind of say, damn to you the West, we can still do without you and forge ahead as a nation. I know it's a challenging thing, but deliberate conscientization can help us.
Okay, thank you very much, Reverend. I think so we get a very wonderful discussions and the topic really apt, and I believe some panelists them really touch on the issues and we learn. Chair, you want to say something?
Yeah, you know this
just 5 seconds.
This particular discussion is so important to governance. So let we look as something we go help the governance process. And if we look at now way they go finally for say we don't get a conscience for how we get socio-economic development in our country. Let not look at otherwise. We try to call things as they are and what they should be. So that we bring today. How it impact governance process and how to improve them.
Okay, thank you very much. And as you said, the worship program you got to get an open mind and look at the discussions with an open mind and see how much, I mean, we go genuinely discuss the issues and forge with democracy ahead. The program will be listened to on Ncd Hour. We come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy. Today we talk about how we extricate the country from dependency for national development. And with me in the studio, I've been the chairman for the National Commission for Democracy, Dr. Abubakar Hassan Kagbo. I've been Charlie Israel Williams, ESQ, also an activist, and I've been the top man, or who can call the PR and communication director for the National Commission for Democracy, Reverend Jubrila Kagbo, and me, Ibrahim Sirajuba, will bring the program to you. Until we meet again, stay blessed. God bless you.
National Commission for